Hey G fans, GoGFan93 here, and welcome back to another figure review. We are now going to continue with the Trendmaster line, continuing the large series. We are actually going to continue. I'm going to pick out this guy. Boom! Gigan. Alright guys, so this is Gigan from the large scale figures 10-inch line of Trendmasters, Godzilla King of the Monsters toy line, I believe. So yeah, my initial thoughts of him is that for some reason he looks bigger than Godzilla, but an interesting note is that he has muscles. I mean, this guy's been working out. Look at that, he's been toning himself, and like, man, I mean, he's buff. So he doesn't look anything like the Gigan from the movies, but we'll get to that in the sculpt. So here we go. First off, the sculpt of the figure. When it comes to the sculpt, completely different from what the suit looks like in the movie. They definitely took some liberties with this figure. Completely doesn't look anything like the Gigan in the movies, except for, you know, the basic layout. Like you got his buzzsaw belly here, his claws, his beak, the Cyclops eye, cybernetic eye, whatever you want to call it. His 3 wings here, his tail, and in his claw feet, or whatever, I don't know, razor toes. So yeah, that's pretty much what the sculpt is. It's very what do I want to say? It's very artsy. Like they just took it in a different way. And like I said, it just seems like Gigan has been working out with this figure. So but yeah, I mean, I'm not too particularly in liking with this sculpt. I'm not a big fan of the way they made Gigan look. But yeah, he has a good stage, or a good presence on your shelf, I guess, when you have him sitting out. But so yeah, pretty much when it comes to the sculpt, I'm not too happy with it. Okay, next, the scale. So also, this guy's another large figure, 10-inch. So we can actually compare him with the last figure I reviewed. So there's Godzilla. So yep, they are pretty much looking eye to eye. I mean, I guess if I moved Gigan a little bit up, maybe he would looking more in the eye. But so yeah, they're pretty much a good scale to each other. You can have really good pictures and fights with them if you want. So yeah, so when it comes to the scale, pretty good. Next, the paint job. So the paint job, pretty much everything is, I guess, sort of identical to Gigan. I mean, it's not. Let's see. I'm looking at another figure here to get some references. Where is Gigan? I can't even find Gigan. Well, there's that one, but that's a different color. Oh, there he is. Okay. All right. So, okay, now I'm looking at that guy. So, the only difference is with the paint job with him is this blue. Like the shoulders right here, again, when it comes to that artistic style that they did with him, they just really made this like pronounced, like just really vibrant blue that goes to his chest and all that. Very interesting color choice, I guess. When it comes to the rest of his skin, it's still green. It's a nice, it's kind of the same tone actually, if I'm not mistaken, as the Godzilla's skin color. But yeah, so the tail's, basic golden kind of color, along with his torso, kind of a golden scaly kind of paint job there. The only thing that's really different is his claws. They're not yellow in the movies, and his beak's not yellow in the movies neither. Like everything that's like spiky in right now is like this bony kind of color that they did. I don't know why they decided to do it like that. Maybe to make the color like pop out more. But personally, I don't actually like that. I actually rather would have the silver kind of nice chrome looking spike or claws that he has. So yeah, not too thrilled with the way that the color scheme with his beak is, at least, and the claws. But other than that, I mean, it's a pretty vibrant color, a vibrant figure. So definitely has a presence on your shelf. So I mean, besides the claws and all the other like sharp things on him, the color scheme is all right. So the last thing is the articulation. So I think this has the same amount of articulation. So the head is actually kind of, it's really. Yeah, it's not as good as Godzilla's head is. Then you got his claws, which I do believe go 360. So it goes 360. This goes 360 like that. Oh, actually, can't go all the way. His leg is. Oh wait, yeah. Oh, there we go. It can go 360, but it's kind of a pain, so I wouldn't recommend doing that if you have this figure. His feet are articulated. He's actually his feet are way more flexible than Godzilla's. He can actually fully sit down. So there he goes, he's sitting down. And his tail is also articulated. It's also that same kind of squishy material, squishy plastic material. So that kind of can go a little bit, but it keeps on hitting it hits his wings with the little claws here. And if you actually notice, right there, he's missing one because when I was playing with him when I was little, it just popped off because it's just too much, too much. So, yeah. So, articulation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, six points of articulation show. Also, he does not work anymore, so I can't show you his roar, or his electronic roar, because his battery's dead. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it for the articulation. All right, so final thoughts on the figure. Not the best, definitely not the best, especially from new things that I've gotten lately. It's, I just basically think that this is Gigan on steroids, pretty much. So that's pretty much all I can gather from this. But other than that, I mean, it's not a bad figure. It's not, it's not the worst. I don't know. I mean, it might be actually. But that's Trendmaster for you, taking artistic liberties here with the figure. So, I mean, all in all, would I recommend getting this figure? If you're like, no. I mean, there are other, I'm not really going to lie to myself. I mean, there are other figures out there of Gigan that are way better looking than this guy. So, I wouldn't really recommend him. But if you're a hardcore collector and you need everything like me, then yes, you can go out and get him. I don't know how much he is on eBay or Amazon or how expensive or rare he is. So, but yeah, so that is Gigan. The side view, back view, other side, and the face. So, yeah, but that's pretty much my review for Gigan from the Trendmasters large 10-inch scale series. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay big, G fans.